I'm really worried, I'm really concerned because we're not only uncovering so many of our leaders and male authorities and even female idols and authorities to have been involved in the most heinous acts, the most horrible crimes against humanity involving children and pedophilia. And we're not only uncovering it, but we're not even punishing them for their crimes. We're not taking them and showing them somehow that this is wrong. We're just letting them get away with it. We're not making an example of those people on power with the money. That's very concerning, not just for the fact that we're not doing anything, but because that's actually setting an example, and it's showing younger generations that they can do whatever they want and they can get away with it. It won't matter. It's showing that ethics goes out the window when you have money. It's setting that example for them. It's normalizing those behaviors. Children are seeing these things, and they're thinking, oh, well, they're doing it, and look at the life they're living. And that's okay, so I can do it too. We're normalizing this stuff for children, and not setting those people aside and giving them the proper punishment for their crimes, for not getting justice for victims, or even punishing victims. What is going on? What is going on in this world? And when did suddenly prayer and belief replace action? I am all for prayer and I'm all for belief, but that needs to be followed by action. Jesus, for instance, Jesus, he didn't just sit around thinking of doing the right thing. He did the right thing. He actually set that example. I am disgusted, and I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of people that feel this way, and we want to take action, and we should. We need to take action, inspire action, not just talk about it. We can't allow this to keep happening, and we can't keep having these relationships that are based on superficialities and greed, because we're training, I'm talking about women specifically, we're training men to only think that we want them for their money and not for how they treat us and care for us. This continues and continues and continues. And I see, like, holy crap. Humanity is not evolved as I thought it was. We are so immature. It's insane. Collectively, we are so immature. I thought that we were past a lot of stuff, at least the majority of us. I don't know if it's just because what I see online, like, does watching stuff online make it seem like there's no good people? I don't know. But certainly the people in power are not as good as we thought. Not even close. They're evil. There is evil. Our government cannot keep running like this with these kinds of people. It cannot. The United States, the world, we're in big trouble. Maybe we've known that for a long time, but I thought we had a chance to turn it all around, or at least fight the darkness. But I'm struggling to see if we can actually move past some of this. I think something big is gonna have to happen. And I'm scared. I'm scared, honestly. Like, we can't just run away from it either. You can't just go buy a plot of land anymore and escape it all. There's satellites going up, cell towers everywhere. We're all a part of it now. So we all have to take responsibility, accountability. We're all involved in making this world a better place, whether we like it or not. So we have to choose. We have to choose to do what is right, what is ethical, or humanity is doomed. The good of humanity. Sometimes I think, about my soul more than me being here as a human. I think, like, my soul will go somewhere else for sure after here. And I think I will be sad though. I think I will be sad for like what humans are becoming. I think I will. Because we could be so much better than this. There is goodness in a lot of us, but we have been groomed by evil for too long. And many of us are blind now, or turning a blind eye. And many of us have given up or just don't want to try. And honestly, I can understand in some cases. we want to live in our own bubble, but it's becoming difficult now for anybody to even live in their own bubble away from the shittiness. I mean, we're all gonna be involved. Like I said, it's like you have to stand up now before it comes for you too, or someone you love. You gotta take a stand before it's too late. Yeah, I don't know why we've prioritized technological advancement over basic human needs and ethics, life, love. Why have we prioritized those things? That should not be the center of our attention. We should base everything around love and work out from there. I remember watching this. It was a sermon of some kind, and the pastor said, he had a jar of rocks, and there was a big rock and then a bunch of like little rocks, and he tried to put the sand in, or the smaller rocks in first before the big rock. The big rock meaning God. And to me, God is love. And if you put the smaller stuff in first, you can't fit the big rock. It doesn't fit. But if you put the big rock in first, everything fits perfectly. And that's the problem with people, is they've forgotten to put the big rock in first. We're running out of room. Yeah, I care so much for the children, for the children that are alive today and walking this earth. That personally, I think every one of us should be doing everything we can to ensure that they have a future. And I think so many of us are instead prioritizing the wrong things. And it's easy to do when you're constantly bombarded with all this fear and information, and struggling to survive with all your traumas in life. But that's what we need to do. We need to prioritize that instead of our own selfish gain. Or desires. And the people out there that are on the fence of good and evil, I know there are a lot of you out there. If you ever watch this video, you can forgive yourself for once choosing evil, but you can never forgive yourself if you continue to choose it.